All right, I'm Lance with the Outdoor Source, and today is June 26th, and we are going to start putting out some trail cameras on this property. Now, before, in 2016, I had used the CuddeLink system, and this is one of the ones that I have left that still work. I had 8, and there's 3 left that still work. You see ants crawling out of it. They worked okay, and these are the Silver Series, I believe J Series, pretty sure they're J Series, and I had the big D-cell battery pack extenders on them. Now the cameras themselves, they worked pretty good. They took some pretty good pictures, but the daisy chain back night pictures were pretty bad. You could tell that it was a buck, but you couldn't tell anything really about the buck except for it had a frame. The pictures are pretty grainy, so I only have 3 left at work, and I decided, hey, why not try the new system? So I'm going to try the cell cam. I have the CuddeLink cell cam, which is right here with a Verizon. The reviews on it are pretty spotty, but I'm going to give it a try. You know, you see it on a lot of the TV shows like, you know, Drury Outdoors and, no, not Drury, they use Reconyx. You see it on Midwest Whitetail a lot. So I'm gonna give it a try again and see what it looks like. The pictures you see on the box. So for my non-cell cameras, I have 8 of the L series black flash. So we're gonna see, and you see on the pictures, it looks like it takes pretty decent night pictures. But the old ones took good pictures too, if you were to pull the card and check manually, but that's not what they're for. They're to see what you got going on from a distance. So also, I bought the sun and shade solar power bank. So I'm gonna see how that works out. And if nothing else, these will just be, I will deactivate the cell service if it's not worth anything, and I will just use them as a CuddeLink system. And if that's no good as a last resort, I'll just use them as individual trail cameras, because they're not bad in that regard. So you can see I got them in. Here's the rest of the cameras. Here's the rest of the power banks. And I got SD cards, because obviously they don't come with SD cards. And I got a whole bunch of batteries. So I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of trail camera reviews, not all in the same video. Right now I'm gonna set this up, and then I'm gonna do an update on it in a couple weeks. The problem that I'm already seeing is the CuddeLink app, or CuddeBack app, isn't great. I try to change my password and it won't let me log in. But if I go to the website and log in, everything works correctly. And the link has like a 1.9 review on the Apple or the Google Play Store, and I think less on the Apple Store. So the link is apparently having a lot of problems, and the reviews are pretty bad. So it's pretty hot today, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start spreading these cameras out. And the process is pretty complex, so I've given myself part of today and tomorrow to get them all out. I'll let you know what the good, the bad, the ugly is as I go. All right, so we're putting together the cell camera here. And something frustrating that would be good to know is that you need to be in front of a computer to activate it. So you can't do it from your phone like you can, say, a Tacticam or a Reconyx or virtually every other cell phone or cell cam. You have to be in front of it. You have to use a computer. You cannot do it through your phone. So now I have to take the cell cam home, and I have to get it online or activated, whatever you got to do. So a little bit frustrated with that. So I'm not going to be able to get a lot of this done today. I'm going to get the cell cam finished tonight and set up, and then I'm going to come back out and put all these cameras out tomorrow. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I have to go put my Reconyx Hyperfire 2 batteries in, and I'm going to get some other stuff set up around the property and put some seed down, and we'll finish this video tomorrow, and then we'll just keep on plugging. Setup, as you can see on my solar panel up there, and then I have my home camera and it took about an hour and a half to get it all taken care of on the computer today. It was a little bit of a complicated process, but I have to say some pros to this is that customer support was pretty good. The website is pretty easy to navigate. The cameras have so many features that makes them complicated. And although that could be a problem for some, like myself a little bit, it's not so bad for others. But once you learn the system, it's not too bad. So I have my home camera is activated, and I went with the unlimited plan. Now I have this pretty close to my access point to this property. So one tip with the CuddeLink system is a lot of people want to daisy chain from camera to camera to camera to camera, and you really want to make all of them come from the home camera if possible, because the more you send pictures through more and more cameras, I think on the old system, the worse the quality got, and the more battery it drains. So I have the shade are the ambient light solar panels, and they're supposed to never be able to let your camera go dead. I do have batteries in them. So I'm gonna start my setup. I have my Kubota B2650, which this tractor's been phenomenal. I'll do a review on that eventually, and I have a lot of cameras to put out and a lot of stuff. A lot of batteries, a lot of SIM cards, and like you probably read on a lot of other channels or have seen if you're interested in this system, is you just want to leave them in the boxes while you transport them, because you're just not going to lose anything, and there's a lot of little parts and pieces that just stay together there. So hold tight, we'll get this set up. Okay, so I have my first L series camera set up here, and I have to say it feels super robust. It feels like it's made really well. It could be the batteries make it feel really heavy, and that makes it feel more robust, but altogether it seems really well put together compared to the old series. And it's pretty simple once you really get into it. You just have to mess with it a little bit. It'll take you a couple hours, and once you get good, you're going to be okay with it. So I have this camera set up on all my cameras are set up on 5 seconds, and I want to make sure that the link level is good on here, but everything's been pretty decent so far. So this camera here is set up over this water hole, and this is a man-made water hole that I put in. Obviously you can see that. Have some deer tracks around it, but it's been in there for about 3 months. Deer seem pretty scared of it off the rip, so it's not working so great, but we'll kind of see. So I'm gonna make sure this camera's set up very well. Hopefully this system rocks, because I got a decent amount of money into it. So it says I have a 78 link level and I'm good to go. So I'm gonna arm this baby. I'm gonna get on to the next one. All right, I'm setting up my 4th camera. I skipped one. Just waiting for this one to link level up. So I'm not trying to waste a whole bunch of people's time by showing a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff here with these cameras. I just want to get to a review, like I said. So far things are going really well. A few tips. Another tip to set this guy up is I put the solar panels up as high as I can, and they're ambient light, so they just need some light. I try to protect the cords by wrapping up in the strap, and this is on a clover plot that hopefully will come up soon, and I got a stand up in the tree up there called the nightmare stand because it's so high. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I've got some pictures walking past some of the cameras. It does take about sometimes 15 minutes for the pictures to come through, so that's all right though. Better than nothing. And I'm only getting them via email, because now they don't send them through text, so I have to mess around with the app and see if I can get them through the app. But a lot more to go. Another camera down here. I gotta say, I'm down in the gully pretty far, and I'm still connected directly to the home camera, so the setup's pretty good. It's doing pretty well at the moment. A lot of Put my stand back over here. So system seems to be doing okay. We'll see what it looks like, because the last system, night pictures was the issue. Night pictures were horrible. Day pictures weren't bad, but night pictures were horrible. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, very quickly, another thing to comment on is the old CuddeLink system straps. I did not like them. They were this plastic hook deal, which was a pain in the butt. So this is the strap that they have for the solar panel, which is the strap that I really like. I don't know why this buckle is shiny, because you don't want shiny stuff in the woods. Not a giant deal. And then the strap for the camera is different. It's this plastic strap, which still is pretty decent. It's similar strap that you see on Moultrie's. Pretty sure, very similar. And then on my G series, my cell camera actually was the old school clippy clip strap that I didn't really like, with a piece of plastic that slips into another piece of plastic. So, but thanks CuddeBack for making some better straps. So just little things, but they're important. Thanks for watching.